Good evening, BD Nation. Great to be with you tonight. It is a beautiful evening here in Salt Lake City, Utah. I've been on the road the last couple of weeks having phenomenal by design meetings in Miami, Orlando, New York City, Houston and Dallas in Texas, Denver, and finishing up in Salt Lake City last night. Wow, what an exciting time it has been to feel the enthusiasm, to see the momentum and the growth that is happening at By Design right now, especially as we've been launching in the United States and in those American cities, Total Wellness by Design with a phenomenally effective $199 wellness kit with 6 outstanding health and wellness products. Duplication has never been so simple. And Cheryl, for you, as I've been traveling around, I've heard so many people say, Cheryl Coco is the best. We absolutely love being on Zoom with her. We feel her passion, her excitement, and it just makes us want to have an online business with artificial intelligence because she is so great. So to you, thank you so much for being here. And I'm delighted to be with you again. I feel like it's been forever since we've been on Zoom together. And even though, as I told you a moment ago, I got close to New Jersey since I was in New York City, but it's great to be with you and for this new edition of Online Marketing Made Easy with you, Cheryl Coco. So take it away. So glad that you're here with us tonight.
Thank you so much for having me, and welcome everybody in BD Nation. Super excited to be here with you all and share. We're going to talk a bit about SMS marketing and how you can do some SMS marketing with OMA and By Design. And once again, thank you to you, Dave. Super excited to be here. So let's all talk a bit about SMS marketing, kind of like the good, the bad, and the don't you dare do that. So we're going to have a little bit of fun and talk to you all about that special ding that comes across your cell phone. You know, the one that's like ding, and you hear that familiar text notification sound coming from your phone. You pick it up, check who sent the message right away, right? Like the moment that you get a text message, you do one of these. Let me see who it was, right? If that text you receive is from a family member or a friend, it might be super exciting, but also some of those marketing text messages that you get can either delight you or annoy you, right? You can be like, oh my gosh, this is great. It's a great coupon or a great reminder to go and check something out, or something that hits you and is super familiar. Or it could be like, oh man, not this again. So what I want to do is share with you exactly what SMS is and some of those tips that you can use so that people are delighted to hear from you with SMS and how you can get SMS marketing with OMA. So let's talk a little bit about what is SMS marketing. And SMS marketing stands for basically short message service marketing. It's just a text message that comes through. They just call it SMS marketing to make it really, really, I don't know, sound advanced, but it's not. It's just a text that comes through. Okay, so what are some of the advantages that you get using SMS marketing? Well, of course, it's that lightning fast delivery, right? When you send out a text, it gets delivered immediately. And because of this, you can send time-sensitive messages like flash sales or even an event-related promotion. If you want to remind somebody that there's a Zoom webinar, you could tell them instantly through text, right? Or if you have a sale and it ends in an hour or so, you know that there is an immediate delivery. And the fact is, on tip number 2, it has a much higher open rate. Right? How many people actually, when they hear that ding, open their phone quickly? You can be in the middle of something right now. You could be watching me right now and receive a text message, and you'll automatically pick up that phone and take a look, right? So SMS marketing or text message marketing has a super high open rate. In 2018, they were as high as 98%. So we all know that text message or SMS marketing works. And there's also a higher response rate. So the average response rate for SMS marketing is about 45%, which can lead to more sales. So that response can be someone taking an action and clicking on a link, or someone responding so that you can continue to respond to that conversation in chat. That communication that's so simple and effective, because we know that people open that SMS for a reason, and they do it immediately. Okay, so we're going to share with you how inside of OMA you can set up things like an SMS series of messages that can go out, an SMS broadcast that can go out once, and how you can add SMS to OMA. So what I'm going to do is share my screen for you all really quickly. Of course, I have to get close even though I wear glasses. And you're going to see right inside of my OMA account. So you're going to be seeing a few accounts here. I'm going to go through some demo accounts and things like that so you can see every single thing that happens inside of here. So we're going to start with this account. And I'm going to tell you right here, you see that SMS campaign that's kind of blocked out here. You have all kinds of amazing things that we've gone over with OMA, including websites, email campaigns, social marketing, contacts, and more. And today we're focusing on SMS campaigns. So in the top left-hand corner, you're going to see your name and email address. We call this your profile. You can click on it and then click on monthly payments here. So when you click on monthly payments, not payments, but payments, you can fill in your billing information to purchase additional services. And one of those additional services is SMS marketing. So it says reach your prospects more effectively than ever before. And what's included in SMS marketing, if you're inside of the US or Canada, it's 250 SMS per month, and international 50 SMS per month. And you get 3 key words. We're also going to talk more about those keywords and how to use those effectively. Things like text cup of cocoa to a number and someone will respond, or they'll get to see your series of messages back and forth here. So I'm going to just stop sharing for 1 second while I go into the next account so that you can see SMS in action, okay? What it looks like once SMS is activated inside of your account, okay? So let me just open up that account here, and you're gonna see SMS is activated inside of this account. So I'm gonna share my screen once again. And you can see over here to the left, I have something that says SMS campaigns, and it's activated inside of this account. Now, under the settings section, you can see my SMS number, right? So this is my SMS number, and you can text that number, and you can reserve keywords in here. Things like Cheryl, Clubhouse, Coco, cup of cocoa, marketing. Whatever your keywords are there, when you upgrade to SMS, you can add 3 keywords. So you can say something like text Coco to, and then this number right here, 856-245-2560. And you'll get that area code that's associated. My actual phone number starts with 856 as well, right? So if I go ahead and I add or type in 856-245, sorry, I had to get super close, 2560, and I text in that keyword, right? Something like cup of cocoa, and I add that text message there. Then I get an automatic message that's sent back to me here, okay? So you can see here, and let me see if I can share. Well, let me see. I have a series of text messages that will come across, right? that share, that shows you exactly what's going on. So let me just, I don't know if you can see it, but it says cup of cocoa. Thank you for subscribing, Cheryl. And I'm going to show you exactly how to set that up using SMS. So you have your keywords here. And then this is where you can send different SMS campaigns, everything from a broadcast to a drip campaign. So these are two separate concepts, right? You have a drip campaign that you can set up in a timely manner. So let's click on add new drip campaign. Okay, when I add a new drip campaign, I can select a list. Look at all these lists that I have, right? And I can do that through a website where I collect somebody's number, or I can go to one of my, it's a lot of lists. It's a lot of lists. So I can do contact lists for keyword Coco, or set up another campaign, right? So, or something that comes in through a capture page. I can just click on add here, and you can see that says contact list for keyword Coco. So when someone texts Coco, I can have a message that goes out, and it'll include a stop message here as well. So you have 160 characters to send your SMS, right? 32 of those characters will include a stop message. It says something like, so that people know that they can opt out of this service. So if someone says contact, or they text Coco to that number, I can say something like, thank you so much for subscribing. I look forward to sharing updates with you all, right? And then I would, of course, sign Coco. Now that send is immediate, right? And this is that drip campaign that we're talking about. So I immediately send this message when someone texts the keyword to my number. Okay, now I can add another message and maybe send this 2 days later, 3 days later. You don't want to bombard people with SMS marketing, sending things like every single day, every 15 minutes. It's enough to make people unsubscribe, and you don't want that to happen. You want to make sure that your drip campaigns, if you set one up, have a pretty good length of time between them. Okay, so when someone subscribes, they get this, and I would say something like, make sure, like make sure that you visit website domain. You know, you would add your website here. Make sure that you visit this website for our updates and offers, right? So 2 days later, you can add another message that can come through, okay? And I can continue to add messages here, creating that drip campaign, okay? So once somebody subscribes, they get an immediate message, which is awesome. And then you can set up this kind of delayed response, like 2 days later, 3 days later, right? 4 days later, so that people get that drip campaign, so kind of the same way that we do email marketing. My suggestion to you, though, is to not really bombard people on the cell phone. We know that they are opening. We know that they're excited to receive your text, but you don't want someone clicking that unsubscribe button. So I'm just going to save here. Well, I'm going to name this Coco and click on save here. Okay. So this drip campaign has been created. Okay. So you can see all of the drip campaigns that I've created here, right? So this says Coco, and I can go to my settings again, and I have that keyword Coco. So I can say something like, I can text Coco to this number, and then I would start to receive this drip campaign. Okay, thank you so much for subscribing, and it would continue down. Now, as long as I see everybody else that's subscribed, I can also do a broadcast. And a broadcast is basically this one-time reminder message that you send to somebody on the fly. You could have sent someone a broadcast to remind them to come to this Zoom tonight or to this Facebook Live tonight. If you have an opportunity overview, you can do the exact same thing. If you have an appointment that you want somebody to remind somebody of an appointment, or you have something, some sort of an event, the broadcast campaign is great for this as well. If you have a sale that's ending, if you have an amazing product offer, if you're offering 15% off or something just came out, right? You just rolled out an amazing new product line, a new wellness line, whatever it is, and you want to broadcast that out to every single person that subscribed, you can click on add new broadcast here, right? And this is just one time, kind of like a blast that goes out to everyone that subscribes to that list. So I can name this blast reminder for wellness, right? And I can add my lists, I can add multiple lists, anyone who's subscribed to a specific list here. Like I said, of course, these accounts have lots and lots and lots of stuff in it, but I'm going to try to choose a keyword right here, or it can come in through a capture page where someone has added their message into it, or I've collected someone's text message information. Now, here you can see that I've added that list, and I can say something like reminder, so I could say, reminder, our wellness product has just launched and you receive 15% off today. Only check it out with a website domain that somebody can go to find out all of the information. It's that one-time blast. Like I said, you could use this if you have an event, a Zoom, maybe product overview or presentation that you want to send somebody to that has already subscribed to your list, right? If you're struggling with that 160 words and you think that you need to make it 2 messages or more, I would highly, highly recommend that you shorten that text to fit 160 words. Life short, talk fast. And you want to get that message across to your person immediately. You can even send this message individually to someone if you want to, okay? So if I want to send this message to someone individually, I can send that message, and you can see that that broadcast has been created. So it's a simple way to just say reminder, right? I added this to my own message here just 2 seconds ago, okay? So I text myself a simple reminder, and I'll show you really quickly how it kind of looks. Let me stop sharing. I don't know if you could all see this, but it says, reminder, our wellness product has just launched and you receive 15% off today. Only check it out. And of course, you would put like that website domain, right? So, okay. So you want to make sure, or you can even add yourself to that list so that you can see every single thing that's happening, right? Making SMS really, really simple, okay? So here, I'm going to go back in and share my screen in just a second. So now I can see, you can see the send SMS and the drip campaigns and broadcast campaigns and how to create them and set them up, which is awesome. But there's also a chat here, right? So I can see the chat that goes through to any of my people and their numbers, right? So I just text myself, reminder, our wellness product has just launched and you receive 15% off. Today only, check it out, website domain. And I responded with thank you. Now, I know I keep on going back and forth, right? So here, I don't know if you could, where am I? I responded with thank you. If you get really, really close to your screen, maybe you can see my thank you. And it comes across here in this chat. Now I can respond through this chat history so that I can see my history with this person if I choose to, maybe creating an appointment or setting a reminder. And that person said thank you. And I can just respond specifically to this person and keep a record of all of my responses here when I use that chat. So I can say something like, if you need any help or guidance, just let me know. Thanks. Right? I can even add, like, I don't know, an emoji if I want to. And then I can send that message off, right? So that you can see it here. Okay. Let me just go back so that you can see this response back and forth and how simple and easy this SMS marketing is. Remember what we just typed, right? Reminder, I responded, thank you. You saw it in the chat. And then if you need any help or guidance, just let me know, okay? So all of that is inside of the text. And of course, you can see it here inside of your SMS campaign section. All of the history that you have with everybody inside of that text message marketing. Okay, so when you get started, you'll be asked to set up your SMS number. It takes about 24 hours to set up that SMS number. It's going to ask you about where you're from so that you get an SMS message or a number that is similar to your very own. It is not your very own text message number, but one that we subscribe or give to you. You're going to reserve those keywords, okay? And you can delete these keywords at any time. But when you create a keyword, right, it's one single word or like no spaces in between, okay? So think of the keyword that matches whatever it is that you're sharing, that you're selling. Maybe it's your brand, it's your name. You all know I love to use something like cup of cocoa, right? Or Coco in general. So you can use these keywords to help you out, and you can always make yourself a subscriber just like I did. So I can go back and forth showing my cell phone and showing you every single thing that happens. Inside of send SMS, you have different ways that you can send an SMS, right? So just a reminder that the drip campaign is basically a series of SMS messages that go out to that list, right? Whether they opt in as a keyword or they opt in through your website, where the form requires a phone number, and you can tell them that they're opting in. And this would be a series of messages that go out, something that's sent out immediately, and then maybe 2 days later, and then maybe a week later to just remind people of what they've subscribed to, okay? And then that broadcast that would go out is basically a one-time blast to a list or multiple lists or to an individual that just invites them to something that's really, really special, okay? So it's something like you can save 15% today. We have an amazing special event today. This is awesome. You don't want to miss it. Oh my gosh, pop up Facebook Live or Zoom that you want people to be on, or a sale that you don't want to miss, or even something as far as an appointment that you have with people, right? Everybody show up at this date and time. Now in that chat, like I said, look, 98% of people are opening up SMS. It's lightning fast delivery and people are checking it out and looking at it. So you don't want to become that pest. You want people to go, okay, right? Check it out and take some form of action, maybe visit a website or hop on your webinar, right? But there's also a 45% response rate where people are saying, oh, wow, look, we're responding with a thank you, or tell me more info. So you have that available in the chat here, right? And you could follow up and find out more about this person. Hey, who am I speaking with? Or here's a reminder, thank you if you need any help or guidance. Or you can just tell somebody, hey, you can chat with me or call me right now. which makes that simple and easy to do inside of that text message. Remember, when you send an SMS campaign or you're adding a drip campaign, I'm just going to open it up here. 32 of those 160 characters are including a stop message so that people can opt out, and you have that stop message that's there as a default stop message, right? That must be included. Okay, if you are done including the stop message, you can unclick it so it doesn't go there. And you have 160 characters, so really try to shorten it up and make something great, something simple, and some call to action that you want people to do, okay? Can we see the chats with names, if they're saved numbers as contacts? You can search for that contact list, but that was a question here. Can you see them as a name? You can't see them as a name, just the number that comes across, but you can search your contact for that number. I really want to emphasize this keyword, right? That people use or have, and people tend to take advantage of, I guess. SMS keywords work. They're great if you have like a Facebook banner or a banner that you post, or even in your Instagram profile, right? You can say text this keyword to a specific number, right, to get updates. Well, people try to get overly fancy with the keywords, and I want to kind of bring it down to earth for you. If you have something that's hard to spell, it's a no, right? Or if you're spelling something that's like completely different from the way that it's spelled, people are going to mess up and think that they're opting in, okay? If you have something that's simple that goes with your brand and your brand name, then keep it simple as an easy, simple reminder to get people started. No matter what keyword or opt-in that you have for somebody, what I would do when I'm opting in is I would share an immediate message with someone. So if I have across my banner or my Instagram banner, as an example, text your keyword to a specific name, I always, no matter what, and here, I'm not going to save this, I always set up a drip campaign for every single keyword or opt-in text message marketing list that I have. And my keyword is always a thank you for subscribing, or my message that goes out is always a thank you. And it always happens immediately. So every single keyword gets a new drip campaign. And some of them are a few days long, but most of them are 1 day and 1 time. Otherwise, I'm sending a broadcast. So I always send a thank you so much for subscribing, Coco, or thank you so much, I look forward to working with you, or thank you so much, I look forward to connecting with you. Some kind of thank you that's connected to that keyword, so that when somebody subscribes, immediately they get a message that says, okay, great, I did it right. I know who this number is from, and I know what to expect from this person when they see it. Right? That thank you can go a long way with that love, familiarity, and they're not just wondering who's this broadcast coming from. Otherwise, unless I own like brick and mortar store or something like that, I'm basically sending broadcast campaigns other than my very first strip that just says, thank you so much for subscribing. And my broadcasts are very, very, very important updates. They're reminders of a Zoom meeting. If I have a team of people that I work with, or I'm building a team or an organization, then I would have each one of those people subscribe. We have a training on Tuesday. Here's my quick reminder to you all. We have an overview, invite your guests on Thursday, but I'm sending these out as a broadcast, and they're just one-time messages that go out when something is very, very important. I can only, we just have some questions here. Cheryl, I can only connect one domain per account or multiple domains. You can connect multiple domains, Leonardo, okay? As my website and this service have any restrictions outside of the US? So people are asking really quickly, I hope we got the most out of our domain, or not domain, sorry, out of our SMS. And I know we have just a few minutes left. I'm going to stop sharing, but there are some questions about custom domains in here and how people can hook up their custom domain. So I want to do my best with the time that's left to show people another amazing feature of OMA and how we can help you set up your .com to go to one of your OMA websites. So if you give me just a second, I'm going to set that up for you just to kind of walk you through how that's done, okay? So new window. Okay. My products, just a second. Got to work, nothing like doing it live. We're doing it live. Okay, all right. So let's see if we can do this live with a little bit of pressure on time, okay? Let's see how great this works out for me. So in the interest of saving time and making this really, really, really transparent, I hope you all cheer me on and put some love here in the chat, whether you're watching on Facebook or on Zoom. I'm going to go ahead and share my complete messy desktop with you all in the hopes of answering some questions about custom domains, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and share my entire desktop. Yikes. All right. So here's my entire desktop, and here you can see my OMA account. And over in the top left-hand corner, I have something called Domain Control. And I can add my custom domains here. Let's say I own a .com, right? So I have freeroyaltyapp.com. I can copy this, paste it here, right? And this website was actually built inside of OMA during one of our Friday trainings, which was great, showing people how to use a lead magnet, some scrolling text across the screen, and create a great, beautiful website. And even with that offer ends July 31st, right? So you could tell that we've built this a few weeks ago during one of our training sessions. Now, the actual, it was actually built on this domain here, demo lead magnet to OMA. I'll show you, right? You can see if you get really close and you go to this address bar, you can see the demo lead magnet.now.site. However, I also own a domain called freeroyaltyapp.com, right? So here at the top, you can see it's the exact same page, but the address bar, right, shows my .com instead of ending in the .now.site, which people have some questions on how they can do that or add that domain. Now you can add, if you own your own domains, you can add as many domains as you'd like, right? Especially if you own that domain. So I want to show you here. Here's inside of my GoDaddy account. We're just sharing it all with you, okay? And you can see I do own freeroyaltyapp.com, but I'll take a look and see if I've done anything with this domain. You can check out all of your domains here. And if you scroll down and click on Manage DNS, something like sharing your personal information, you can see that the royaltyapp.com, under this A record, it says parked. Okay, so really simple. And it kind of sounds complicated, but it's not, right? You just have to make one simple change. When you own that domain, there's something called manage DNS. And I want to go back and see if I could show you again. Okay. So, I clicked on this domain, the royaltyapp.com, and I can go to manage DNS. This isn't anywhere that you've bought a domain or own a domain. Okay. So if you own it, there's always going to be a section that says manage DNS. Okay. Now, this .com that I own is called the royaltyapp.com. I'm just going to copy it here. And I'm going to go to my domains and I'm going to click on add an external domain, right? And I'm going to paste it right here. And I'm going to connect it to one of the websites that I built inside of OMA, just like you've seen me do with the 4 of these that are here. Okay. So I'm going to scroll on down and I'm going to choose a domain, right, that we have. Okay. And I'm going to click on save. Now here you can see this value, and I've probably added one too many domains, but it's this value that's right here, okay? 100241930. So I want to copy this, and where it shows my A record, remember I want to come here, and where it says parked, I just kind of copy over that. Don't change anything else. You're good. Don't worry about all the fanciness down here, like all this. Don't worry about it. Just click on save, okay? All right, so when you come back here, okay, you'll have each of your domains listed here. I have quite a few. And then you'll see where it's connected to, and it will say pending to start, but it will be verified within 24 hours. And then all of your domains will be set up just like mine is. Okay, so you just change that part, and then anything that you see here, right, just like this one, if I copy it, apparently I can't copy, paste, right? Okay, so you can see one of the domains and the actual website that we've built before. Okay, so if you want that address to appear at the top of there, that's exactly how you do it. Make it simple, make it easy. I just wanted to show you inside of where I own my domains, which is in GoDaddy, how if you find the button, go to your domains and manage your DNS, you can see here. So let's see some of the domains that I have. Hopefully Bella sure did it. This is my daughter's, right? Name. And you can see under manage DNS, you can see the A record was changed. And if I go to bellashoredidic.com, this is a website that was built inside of OMA. So that's how you can change it. And I hope you all didn't mind kind of seeing inside of my GoDaddy account and all of my personal stuff here, okay? There's another question here that says, Cheryl, can I transfer my domain to OMA? You don't need to transfer your domain. You can keep your domain provider, right? But you can absolutely do it in this way and manage that DNS so that your address bar will continue to stay, okay? And the service is available for anybody. You can configure it inside of any domain provider as long as you can manage that DNS, which every domain provider allows you to do, okay? So really simple, really easy. If you go inside of your account, right, and under your profile, you can see domain control and you can add an external domain here, and it will give you all of the directions in order to do so. We also talked about monthly payments and adding SMS. You can see inside of this account that SMS is grayed out because the upgrade wasn't done yet. If you need to upgrade your account, you can go to monthly payments, fill in your billing information, and add SMS marketing here, right? I'm gonna stop sharing just for a second. I know you're seeing my desktop, you're seeing it all here today. And I hope you're having fun with me. And I'm gonna show you inside of that account where we've created those SMS campaigns here. Okay. So inside of the SMS campaign section, once you open it and you've configured it, you can see everything, including your SMS number inside of your settings section. Under SMS, you can see how you can send different SMSs through drip campaigns and that broadcast. Remember, a few little tips that we have for you. That drip campaign, be careful with it. You don't want to bombard people with a bunch of text messages, right? Keep it short, keep it simple, and thank people for subscribing. And remember, with that broadcast, it's an amazing opportunity to share with people. We know that text message gets delivered instantly. It has a 98% open rate and 45% of people respond to them. So if you want people to join a webinar or join an opportunity overview or get to something quickly, save 15%, make sure that you send them that broadcast. And if you need to chat with someone back and forth, you always have that chat that's available right here so that you can share and keep a record of everything that you shared with that person, making SMS simple and easy to do, okay? So the good, the bad, and the ugly of SMS is that SMS is absolutely incredible, right? That open rate is phenomenal, right? And we love it, but we want to keep people saying, come on back and opening and not clicking that unsubscribe button, right? We don't want people to say, no, unsubscribe, unsubscribe. We want people to be happy to see our messages. So just be cognizant of when you are sending that SMS campaign. And it's also absolutely incredible if you have a big team of people that you share with, right? So that you can stay in contact with them and remind them of specific trainings or something that you're doing, or to invite their team members as well. So I hope that this helped. We just have another question here. Can I create a paid ad for my OMA connecting my business manager from Facebook or another network? So inside of here, right, you can add under monthly payments. Oh, this is the wrong account. You got me sharing the wrong account. It's in too many accounts, so you don't know. But let me go back and share. I want to make sure I get that question answered here. So Cheryl, who I hope y'all are having fun with me. I like coming here and having a blast with y'all. And I like doing it live, right? So here, if I go inside of my account, under my profile and under monthly payments, there's a bunch that you can add here. Anything from SMS marketing to email marketing to different online ads to retargeting ads. Once you fill in your billing information, you can decide the add-on that's right for you. And today, we just decided to focus on SMS because it's new and exciting, and the open rate is phenomenal, and everybody can do it. So I hope that that answered your question here today. Let me just make sure everything's good. Any other questions? Yeah, Leonardo, you can connect multiple domains to your account. Awesome. All right. Well, I had a phenomenal time. I hope that you guys got a bunch out of this, had some fun with SMS, had some fun seeing my entire desktop inside of my GoDaddy account, just live, whatever, and learning a bit about SMS marketing. So thank you so much for having me. I'm going to turn it on over to you, Dave.
Cheryl, thank you so much.
Sure.
Again, great information about SMS marketing, and we promise we will not reveal the contents of your GoDaddy information to anybody.